Michael, I want to thank you and Supermarket News for the award. I mean, it's certainly an honor to receive it, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I've taken great pride in doing these sorts of initiatives in our business. So it means a lot to me to be recognized. So thank you very much. The conference has been great, and the FMI Energy and Store Design Conference has been on my radar for a couple of years. I've wanted to come to this conference. Being in a tourist town, we're still quite busy this time of the year, and we've lost a lot of our summer staff going back to universities and colleges. So it's a tough time of year for me to be able to get here. But wow, I'll tell you, it's certainly well worth the effort to come here. Lots of great things to learn, the quality of the speakers, just the in-depth attention that's being paid to store operations and how we use energy in our businesses. So a lot of, for a grocer, if you're looking at a conference that's going to help you improve your bottom line, I think this is well worthwhile to take the time to come and visit. As a single store operator, I don't have a team of engineers working for me. Nobody's going to come in and tell me, Neil, you need to do this, you need to do that. And the cost of going and finding the right people sometimes, or even finding the right people as consultants to come in and work with you. As a small business owner, it's nice for me to have a basic knowledge of the different technologies that are out there, the different strategies that I can employ in my business, so that when I do talk to the contractors and the engineers, I have a familiarity with the issues and the strategies, and I'm better prepared to make sound investments. Yeah, it was. I started my first store rental was at 15. We were speaking this morning in the general session, and it was just sit down if you had less than 20 years of experience. And I'm only 37, but I've got 23 years of experience in the grocery business. My first rental was at 15, so it was kind of like, yeah, I'm still standing here. It felt kind of a little bit strange, a little bit out of place, but yeah, I've been at this for 23 years, and I've always been interested in renovation and construction. I've done a lot of work, that type of work myself on my own home, and been always very involved in those types of projects that we've taken on through our businesses. So I think there's a real need to make sure that I'm looking at how we can best move our business forward, and that's really about educating myself. The other person that I would really like to recognize, I started university, and then I went back to the store after a year. I didn't like the program that I was in. My dad wanted me to take business. I don't know what he was thinking. I wanted to take political science. So at 26, I went back and I did my degree. From 26 to 31, I did a degree in political science and a minor in geography. Best thing I could have ever done to be a grocer. And in the geography, I didn't do rocks. I don't do physical geography. It was the worst course I took. But economic geography, cultural geography, and those sorts of things. I had one prof, Patricia Bellamenghi, and she brought in people to talk about the built environment. How are we designing and building structures, and how do those relate to the environment and the climate around us? And how can we do a better job of designing those so that we're using less resources? And that was a bit of my aha moment, and looking at some of the deficiencies that we had in our business. So when I came back to the store full time after university, I said to my dad a very clear set of objectives. I like my building, my physical plant to look a certain way and to operate a certain way, and that's a priority for me if I'm going to take over this business. And it wasn't so much for my dad. My dad was very much a merchandising guy, and he didn't really put the emphasis on the physical plant. So it was a matter then of working with contractors, being there physically, to work with them alongside of them, to also learn the process and all the systems. Yeah, so it's, I think if you haven't got that professional crew in your business, then as an independent, you have to be involved and you have to take an interest in those things.